Hello and welcome to Transfer Hub. We're getting straight stuck in there, aren't we? Welcome to Aston Villa, Boubacar Kamara. What an absolute sensational signing on a free. I mean, I've done a couple of episodes in the past about Kamara in January, and then we've done a Transfer Hub episode about him. If you want to go back and check that one out, it's got all his stats going on through there. We went a little bit more in depth on the player profile in himself. So be sure to check that one out. I just don't want to sort of go back into it and say stuff that many of you have already heard us say. So if you want a little bit more on the player profile, go back and check that one out. But, you know, Coutinho, Luca Dean, we mean business, and this window is going to be one of the biggest and best windows I feel like I've going to have seen in my lifetime at Aston Villa, because NSWE, Steven Gerrard know what they want, and we now have a very good track record of going and getting exactly what we want. You know, Gerrard has spoke about this season, about the player profile and everything that he needs. He has been at Villa now long enough, Steven Gerrard, to know exactly what this squad needs and exactly what we are absolutely crying out for. We've been crying out for a CDM for the past 3 seasons, and now Aston Villa have signed one of the most sought after CDMs in European football. Welcome, Boubacar Kamara. Justin, what are you saying?
Don Lang strikes again, doesn't it? That's what I'm saying. Super Don. Amazing. Absolutely buzzing. The number 6 we've wanted for, God knows, years, but definitely the last 3 years since we've been promoted. It's that one position where we've been crying out for it, and we've been linked with this guy for a while now. And if I'm brutally honest, I didn't think we'd get this over the line. I really didn't, because the clubs that have been linked with him are phenomenal. Dortmund, Barca, Madrid, United, Arsenal, Atletico, Chelsea. You know, some of the biggest clubs in Europe been linked with him. Oh, and Newcastle as well. It's just, honestly, it could be a game changer. Let's not forget, they've just qualified for the Champions League, Marseille, and he's leaving there to come to Villa, who finished 14th. So that tells you everything you need to know about the trajectory this club is currently on. You know, his stats are pretty incredible, really, for a 22-year-old. He went to Marseille as a 5-year-old, and then he made his debut at 16, and he's played pretty much regularly for the last 5 seasons, made 170 appearances by the age of 22. It's phenomenal. You know, the clubs that are after him, he's represented France at every single level, and he's just about to break into the French national team as well. So he's got everything we need. Defensive midfielder. He's got the lot, hasn't he? You know, he breaks play up. He's great with under possession of the ball. He likes apparently he loves a long crossfield ball as well. So his passing range is decent as well. Pressing, interceptions. It's exactly what we need in that position. And it's the signing, you know, for it to be the first signing of the summer as well, it just sets a marker down, doesn't it, for the rest of the summer ahead. You know, clubs and players are going to be looking at him coming to Villa now from Marseille. As I say, he's turned down the chance of playing in the Champions League to come to the Premier League. So that's going to be a real boost for our morale in the summer. You know, the Coutinho deal, getting that done for 17 million quid, and now getting Kamara on a free. I'm sure his wages will probably be a bit eye-watering, but, you know, we're not paying any money for him, so you can pay a little bit extra on the wages, can't you? But he's coming for Gerrard, isn't he? He's coming for the Premier League. He's coming for Gerrard. And he's coming for players like Coutinho, and he's coming for the project. So whatever they're selling him as the project, we've got to be excited as a fan base, because to get a player of that calibre to come sign for us where we are currently tells you that the owners and the management and the board have got a huge plan for us going forward. So we should be very, very excited about this summer and next season now. This is an amazing signing. I'm buzzing. Honestly, when the news broke a while ago, when, you know, whenever it was, I can't remember now when it broke that he was going to sign, I was just gobsmacked, honestly. It's the player, probably one of the number one or two that I really wanted. Him and Calvin Phillips, I think, were the two for me for that position. And I thought if we could get one of them, we've done very well. So to get him in the door, I can't stop smiling. Actually, I'm
Yeah.
absolutely buzzing for it.
You know, it's mad that, you know, we are now on the getting on the cusp of having a very, very good side, and that is so exciting that, you know, I mean, me as a Villa fan over the years, I'm 32, so I've not seen massive amounts of success, but I just feel like the way I'm seeing Villa go about their business is elite club mentality,
Yeah,
and that is what I like. I am a very, very positive Aston Villa fan. You guys know me that watch. I'm as positive as they come. But when the clubs start grasping into that sort of mindset of going out and getting a 22-year-old who is one of the sought after midfielders in that position with his whole career ahead of him. I've been looking at fan forums of today of United, Chelsea, and their fans are absolutely screwing that Aston Villa have gone and signed Boubacar Kamara. That is
yeah.
the level in which we are dealing with. And when we go and send Perslow, Lang, and Steven Gerrard on a scouting mission on a night game in Marseille to watch Kamara, that just shows that we mean business and we are just doing stuff and
Yeah.
having the ambition to get these players to come to Aston Villa. You know, we've got Coutinho through the door. You know, we had a lot of Villa fans saying he's not going to sign, he's not going to stay here permanently. Well, he has. Boubacar Kamara, he's signed for Aston Villa. You know, who else are we going to sign in this window? Who's telling me we're not going to go and sign out some more quality top players in this window? It's absolutely fantastic.
Luca Dean was a coup as well. You know, he could have probably took his pick from many European, clubs all over Europe. Would have snatched their hands off to get a player of his quality as well. I mean, I'll go back a bit further than you. Obviously, I'm approaching near my 50s now. So I remember when we had really good sides and we still couldn't get the top players over the line. You know, we've been linked with so many top European players over the last 30 or 40 years. And we always seem to miss out on them. And I think we always sort of accepted it because we were linked with a lot of these top players, and then we wouldn't get them, and we'd go, "Oh, he was never going to come anyway, was he?" But now that mindset is changing, that mentality is changing. The club, the owners, especially with the money they're obviously pumping in, because at the end of the day, let's not beat around the bush. It's about the money, isn't it? You're successful in the Premier League when you've got a good owner, and we've got amazing owners, but we've got an infrastructure in place, and we're setting out now boundaries and we're setting out the stall now to build the team, the Gerrard team. The Gerrard era starts today. That's how I'm thinking of it. He's had his bit of a go last season now. That's gone. We're all a bit disappointed with how that went overall, but we move on now. We draw a line under it. He knows he's had the time to assess his squad, assess the players, assess what we need, and that's the player we wanted. I'm pretty sure he was pretty one or two on the list of players they wanted in that position, and we've got him. And I can't remember in my life how many times that's happened where you've gone and signed one of the highest priority players you've got that they've highlighted. We want him, and they've got him. It just shows the work they do behind the scenes to sort of set these deals up. Something's happening, and I am all over it. I am all over it.
And I
I
think
am really.
it just sets the summer up as well, doesn't it? To be
Yeah, massively.
exciting and that sense of, I know the season's finished and we've finished 14th. So to get someone like Kamara in when we've just finished absolutely shockingly in 14th place just shows the direction that we want to go in. And it
And
feels like we're going to get
people
there.
were worried, weren't they? Finishing 14th. We were all a bit worried. Is that going to blow our chances of signing the best players in the summer? You know, that just shows that I'm sort of saying that they've had to tell them, not show them, because they can't show them what we're doing because we finished 14th. There's nothing to show there. You know, if you go say that's what we've done, they'll go, "Oh, I ain't signing for you then." Be funny. So they've had to show them this is what we want to do. This is where we want to go. And he's bought into it. So a player like that has bought into it for a reason, because he wants to get back into the Champions League and he sees it as he obviously sees it as Villa have got a good chance of doing that over the next 3 or 4 years. And at 22, he's got a lot of time in his hands to get us back there. Because I'm just buzzing, honestly. I'm so happy. I can't tell you. I'm so happy about this signing.
I think it feels good as well because this position has been crying out for Aston Villa for quite a long time.
Bloody hell.
So it feels a bit of a relief that that position is now sorted.
Done,
So my question to you now, Justin, is going to be: do you think there's going to be another sort of CDM coming in, or do you think we're going to stick with one?
I think we'll go after another one. I do really. I think we will. I think we will. I've got a sneaky feeling he might want to sort of play with two of them, which would allow the likes of which we saw on the last game of the season, the City game, obviously Buendia and Coutinho playing. And if you've got two really top quality, I mean, we talk about them as defensive midfielders, they are, but they're also very good footballers and they can bring the ball out and they've got a good passing range. So that's not their sole game, although that's their priority and that's what they're brought in to do. But if you've got two pivots, a bit like England did, with Phillips and who did it and Rice, and it works a treat, If they're both again mobile, they can get forward, they can get back, So I do, I really do. I think why not? Why not go after another one? Because if you've got two players that just sitting in front of your back four, not only does it protect your back four, which to be fair, defensively was all right last season. It wasn't a disaster defensively. We've got a world-class goalkeeper. I think we'll try and sign another centre half as well. But you put two top quality defensive centre midfielders in that team, and all of a sudden we're a totally different proposition. We've got good players going forward. We've got players that can open up. So to have that solidity in the middle of the park where we have seen a bit of problems when we've capitulated in games and we haven't been able to get hold of that midfield and we've lost control in there. These kind of players are critical, absolutely critical for us going forward, building a style and a way of playing. And this is just the number one signing for me, honestly. It sets us up a treat.
Top quality stuff then. So we'll end it there then. This is our episode welcoming Boubacar Kamara to Aston Villa. So thank you for watching and hopefully this is the start of many more to come. But, what a signing. Absolutely.
Boubacar Kamara. Boubacar Kamara.
Right.
Up the Villa.
Cool. Thank you. And up the Villa.